35 past. The 70th annual Great Lakes Logging and Heavy Equipment Expo is now on at the UP State Fairgrounds. This morning, Ansley Watson is down there to tell us what it's all about. Good morning, Ansley.
Good morning, Vicki. This expo is put on by the Great Lakes Timber Professionals Association. It's a great way to showcase all the new equipment and technology that's out for the forestry and construction industry. This expo happens every year and usually takes place all over in the Great Lakes area. This year, it's in Escanaba. It started back in 1945 in Houghton, so this is the 70th annual expo. It's really exciting stuff here. It is open to the public. It started yesterday and goes through tomorrow afternoon. So later in the hour, we'll talk more about what you can do and see here. Reporting live in Escanaba, Ansley Watson, TV6 News.
Okay, get those axes ready to go. Thanks, Ansley. And as we're hitting the 36 after on the way on your TV6 Morning News. Welcome back. It's 11 after the hour. If you've ever wondered about anything that has to do with logging and the forest industry, well, I'll tell you what, this is your weekend. This morning, Ansley Watson is at the UP State Fairgrounds in Escanaba to tell us why. Good morning, Ansley.
Good morning, Vicki. We are surrounded by hundreds of pieces of equipment around here. We're actually standing in front of a log loader right now, which we'll get to see how it works later in the hour. This morning, I'm joined by Bill Hannigan, and he's the president for the Great Lakes Timber Professionals Association. Good morning.
Good morning, Ainsley.
Bill, just talk to me a little bit about why this expo, when did it start? What's the history behind it?
Well, this show started, this is our 70th annual show. This was started as a way to bring equipment vendors and purveyors of supplies and services to our attendees, loggers, truckers, sawmill people, those kinds of things. So it's an attempt to bring them together in one place once a year to view the latest in technology and services and things like that that serve the forest products industry.
Why is forestry important?
Well, forestry is one of the two largest industries in the UP, right next to mining. Of course, tourism is up there too. So the UP really exists because of forestry, logging, mining, natural resource production. That's what we have up here, and that's what we do.
And what kind of jobs are available in this kind of industry right now?
Well, right now there's all kinds of jobs as far as operating equipment in the woods. The equipment today is very high tech, very sophisticated. You have to have a lot of good hand-eye coordination skills. There's truck driving jobs. There's mill jobs like the paper mill here in town, or the sawmill up at K.I. Sawyer. So there's a lot of jobs in the forest products industry.
And how would one get started in that? Is there a specific kind of schooling people have to go through?
Really, basically, you need to have a high school education, excuse me, and go from there. So it's just one of those things you get into, you learn, your employer trains you, or there's training now by the equipment manufacturers. So that's how you really get started.
And if one would want to join this association, how would they go about doing that?
We are based out of Rhinelander, Wisconsin. We're a two-state organization representing Michigan and Wisconsin. And if you come down to the show, we've got a director's booth inside, or at any time you can contact our office in Rhinelander, Wisconsin.
Thank you, Bill. You'll definitely not want to miss this next segment. Like I said, we're going to see this log loader in action. We'll talk more about the equipment. Stay tuned, stick around. Reporting live in Escanaba, Ansley Watson, TV6 News.
All right, thank you very much, Ansley. It looks like it's a pretty interesting time. I do wonder, though, at some point if she and Donnie are going to get one of those big cross buck saws and give it a shot. That'd be kind of fun to see.
Yes, I would love to see them do that.
Logging has come a very long way, so you know, this is a very important expo that's coming up.
Yeah, some of that equipment that I was seeing in the background, I didn't even recognize, so
I know.
I look forward to seeing that segment.
It's more than just an axe now. Here in the Upper Peninsula, our natural resources have been something that have been keeping us going for centuries. Now, logging is one of those big things. Long time ago, back in the logging camps, it was axes, hacksaws, and such like that. But over the years, logging and the timber industry has changed, well, a lot. Now there's all sorts of new modern equipment out there, and logging is an industry that continues to grow, not just here, but also across the Midwest. Well, the UP State Fairgrounds this year is also hosting the annual Great Lakes Logging and Heavy Equipment Expo, and that is going on this weekend at the UP State Fairgrounds down in Escanaba. That's always a very busy place, but they needed the space, and Ansley Watson is there telling us more about the event. Good morning, Ansley.
You're in the forestry industry, this is the place to be. There's so much amazing equipment here to see and to look at, and the demonstrations are incredible. In fact, we're gonna watch a little demonstration, talk through a little game they play here, a little competition. I'm joined by Craig Harper this morning, who is a Caterpillar project manager. Thank you so much for being with us this morning, Craig.
Good morning.
So, okay, what are we looking at right now? What is this game?
So this is a loader championship, and we're in our 43rd year. We've been at many contests or many shows like this, and it's basically a competition. It's like playing checkers with a knuckle boom loader. So the object is to move the checkers or the blocks from one board to the next and then back again in the shortest amount of time possible.
And this cannot be easy.
No, it's not easy, but when you watch the contest, these local loggers that participate make it look very easy. But there's a lot going on in that cab, and again, they make it look like it's not too much to it at all.
And you were telling me earlier, what's the fastest time somebody's done this in?
Oh, the winning time will be around 2 minutes and 20 seconds, someplace in that area.
Absolutely incredible. What are some other demonstrations that people could do here?
They do have a forwarder contest that goes on later in the day and some other contests, but a lot to show here and lots going on.
And there's more equipment here other than just for forestry. What other equipment would people come to see at this expo?
There's trucks, any equipment used in forestry would be on display here at the show.
And then talk to me about this log, the log load for kids.
Log load for kids. So in our contest, we ask the contestants to sign up, when they sign up, to donate $5. At the end of the contest, we'll total up all those dollars, and we will match that dollar for dollar. Caterpillar Forest Products will, and donate to Log Load for Kids, which is working with children's charities like the Children's Miracle Network.
Fantastic. And how many people have you expected to come to this expo this year?
Not sure what the exact number will be here, but we'll run about 100 people through our contest.
Great. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Come out, see the expo. It runs until tomorrow afternoon around 1. I know that the last competition for this loading machine is at 12:30. It's a big deal. Come see that. Reporting live in Escanaba, Ansley Watson, and we'll be back with more of your TV6 Morning News after the break.